Welcome back to Closing Bell on the 6th of January on Wednesday 2021. Today I want to focus my chat on Nvidia. So there's a good chance Nvidia might drop to $420 a share. Nvidia has been dropping already today about 5 to 6% and potentially could drop further because of this news that just came out. So Financial Times reported that UK regulators are actually investigating into the Nvidia and ARM deal. So if this falls through, there's a huge upset and Nvidia may fall to as low as 420, and why I'm here to discuss with you today. $40 billion deal, UK regulators investigation because of two key things. Because they reckon that there will be an impact on national security and also industrial policy. So there's a separate inquiry that's being conducted external to the government by the UK regulation to investigate if this is a real case, and this will be discussed in House of Parliament after the investigation is completed. But also alternatively, Jensen Huang, the CEO of Nvidia, he is not a numpty. He knew about this, that this would go through a bit of a up and down. That's why he set the timeline of 18 months. Okay, it's quite long for a takeover, but 18 months. And Jensen Huang wants to retain a neutral state, meaning that the ARM unit headquarters will still be based in Cambridge. And in fact, he's willing to share the roadmap for Nvidia with ARM, and also is willing to sell their technologies. Meaning sell means they're going to give their rights, they're going to merge with whatever ARM licenses just to make ARM better, increase productivity, increase more jobs for the people in the UK, and it's going to retain and then perhaps more factories in future, and all the IP patent will be sitting in Europe. So it's a win-win situation. Jensen Huang knows about this, but then this UK regulation, we know, will be very slow. As we have seen with Brexit, as we have seen the way we've handled the COVID situation, everything in Britain in the last few years has been very slow. So if this drags on, it's not good for the share price. So these UK regulators with COVID-19, everybody working from home, how fast can they pull this off? How fast can they investigate this? To know, because if you are an Nvidia shareholder, you need to understand the risk. Previously, my buy trigger for Nvidia was around about 520 and 469 and 473 on the 18th of November. So I've done a bit of my homework with my redone reversion of today on the 6th of January, the reversion of the Fibonacci retracement method, the buy trigger. Okay, I've changed it slightly with the data we have now. And now 520 used to be my first buy trigger, but obviously it broke that line now. It broke that line, and now should we buy? I think we should hold and wait. Potentially it could go down to about 480 because of the situation, the uncertainty and everything going on just now. VIX is quite high. So wait, if you could wait until close to 480 and try to fish during that period, and then the next one now will be 450. You must be asking, Alex, why on your thumbnail that you said in early video you said 420? So what's with this 420? So 420, I'm going to bring another chart in Yahoo Finance back to my analysis. So 420 is the place where I think if the worst case scenario goes, if two scenario goes, is if they drag it on for too long, the UK government drag it on for too long, and secondly, if the Nvidia ARM deal falls through, that is 420 is the mark where the first thing that it will fall. So 420 it could be the worst case scenario, because 420 is the mark when they had just before the rumors came in about the ARM buyer, it was sitting around about 420. So 420 could be the worst case that it fall. And so if you look at the 420, what could trigger it off? If you look at the moving day average for 50 and 200, it's basically going sideways, and the death cross, if you've seen my video on my sell trigger, on the death cross, it could hit round about February, March period. If you drag on a bit more and it's not going anywhere and the stocks is going down, the death cross might be soon. It might trigger the death cross round about the 490 mark, and then you pull it even lower to as close as 450, and then 450 potentially go to 420 if news persists to get worse. So that is the worst case scenario. That's the worst case picture that I am trying to paint here for you to understand a potential risk. Okay, next. So what do we do for existing Nvidia shareholders? So existing Nvidia shareholders like me, Alex, am I selling? No, I'm not selling. I'm taking the opportunity to average down. Yes, because the price at the end for this long-term investment is that $1 trillion company. Nvidia is sitting at 300 billion just now. The $1 trillion is about 3x. If they do fall up to 250 billion, They could be 4x to 1 trillion. So I'm taking this opportunity to average down, okay? Average down myself a future. But then again, this dip might last for a year. If you've seen on the chart before that, the dip between 2018 2019, they last for a year, about a year before they recover. So it might last for years. So if you cannot stomach this, if you cannot stomach the fact that Nvidia will bounce back in the long run, then don't invest in Nvidia shares. So if you're new to deciding Nvidia or AMD, that's where I'm saying go and buy AMD shares, because the merger between AMD and Zillion is most likely to happen. If that's not for you, then go TSMC, Taiwan Semiconductor. They are doing well. They're all-time high again today. If you can't get it, go buy their index, Taiwan index. But end of the day, I'm highly encouraging everybody to hold at least a semiconductor stock in your portfolio. So this is me. I've presented the risk to you. It's for you to understand, for you to make a decision, and for you to risk transfer to an AMD if you want. But this is me presenting the worst case scenario. But this could not happen. I might be wrong, but at least I presented to you for you to understand, to make a decision what to do next. So thank you very much. My name is Alex Goh. I hope you enjoyed it. Please click like or subscribe, support my channel, and hope to see you again for more news like this.